So we've built a lot of websites for breeders at this point, and I've heard a lot of great things repeatedly about how, a lot of breeders who do websites with us get a lot of application forms and they're getting a lot of traffic to their site and they're getting a lot of application submissions and everything. And what I kind of realized is there was no direct way to really like see and understand just how much that performance was coming in. All of our client sites are connected to Google Analytics, which is great, but you kind of have to go into the back end and dig through a bunch of data to really see useful insights. So I'm making this video here to just kind of explain this new page. It's called Performance and Insights, and basically it's just kind of like Google Analytics and all the data behind your site, all that analytical data that Google collects from visitors visiting your site and submitting applications is kind of all here and presented in a way that makes sense for breeders. And so that's kind of just what I wanted to share today. This kind of applies to basically anyone who has a website with us. It will be rolling out in phases. And so if you have a website, this should automatically connect to your site and you'll start to see stats here. So this is just one example I have here of one of our clients. And this is actually all real life data. I actually also run a Google ad campaign for them. So you'll actually see a little bit of advertising statistics in here. And basically what it is, I'll just kind of walk through it. So we could see here, like immediately, you kind of get a performance metrics on like people who are actually submitting puppy applications. So you can see in the last 90 days, there's been 53 submissions. 7 of those have come from Google Ads. They're not running much ads right now. 46 of them were organic, meaning they just came straight from Google. And 50 became customers, which is actually might not be true. All those people might not have bought a dog. But at the very least, they became customers in the system. And of course, this will be refined over time to become more accurate and more true to the actual real world performance. You could also see submission data over time, and a lot of cool stats are kind of coming up on this page here. So down here, some of this is still sample data, but it all will be coming in soon. You could actually see, like, first of all, you could break down people who are coming to your site. Where are they coming from? Are they coming from Google? Are they coming from Facebook, Instagram? A lot of breeders advertise on different platforms, and this kind of gives insight into like where are your buyers coming from, which could be huge because you'll know what's working and what you should focus more on. Maybe you have a really good organic presence from Google. Definitely lean into that. Blog post would help. If you're killing it on Facebook, then keep doing what you're doing on Facebook, and so you kind of gain some insight into that. You could get insight into your presence through searches too. So, if you're breeding golden doodle puppies, golden retrievers, labs, dachshunds, whatever it is, you can see kind of like how you're ranking when people are searching that and if they're finding you through searches and what those searches are and what position you're in. If you do decide to spend money on ads, we could actually configure it so that you know how much applications you're getting per dollar spent. And so that way hey, where is my money actually going? Are people actually finding me and coming to me, people who are interested in buying a puppy and filling out an application? And so that's really awesome if you have an ad campaign active. Same thing. Another cool thing is you could actually see like where your families are coming from. So these are people who are applying and your customers. You could actually see like what states they're coming from. So like where are your buyers? So that's cool to know. Again, you kind of see that breakdown of what platforms they come from, and then other stats like what pages are they actually clicking on your site. So if you have different coat colors, different types of your breed of dog, females, males, like what kind of puppies, what kind of colors they are, you can actually see like that breakdown. So this is ranked by page view. So what are people actually clicking on? What are they interested in? That's kind of something that just a cool insight to see, and maybe it matters for you, maybe it doesn't, but hopefully the goal here is to just basically provide some insights that can become useful and more useful over time, and they are very, very specific to your site. So again, most of this is coming from Google Analytics, but it's just broken down in a way that makes sense. So you could even see like when are people visiting your site. You could see what puppies are getting the most attention. So maybe you took like a really cute picture of a certain puppy and that one's just getting clicked on a lot. You can actually see that, like this one here has 342 views, but the rest of them have 287, 219, and 176, which is lower. So, I just wanted to make a video to kind of go through this and, preview it